You are live with a GoWIN radio show, hosted by Ms. Lady and Nico, the Go-Go-ologist.
Ain't true. Oh, I can't believe I ever believed in you. You had me chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. Silly me, my dear, for thinking that you'd stay. Gave you my heart and then you ran away. Either I'm stupid, I'm foolish, or you're playing me.
I don't see it.
It seems
I can't see it.
we were never really meant to be. So I thought I would try something new. I wanted to find out if I could live happy without you. And it turned out I wasn't living at all. But I would have never known if you had just played along. I was living a dream, believing things that just ain't true. Oh, I can't believe I ever believed in you. You had me chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. Somewhere deep down inside I knew you wasn't right. But breaking your spell was a plan I never devised. I would have been here forever living for you. But I would have been living forever right to your I was living a dream, believing things that just ain't true. Oh, I can't believe I ever believed in you. You had dream, believing things that just ain't true. Oh, I can't believe I ever believed in you. You had me chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold. I was chasing fool's gold.
Just like the man said, y'all, it's about all our time. We have been the Dynasty Band and Dance Show. Y'all, holla at tonight. This one right here, call your Nokia radio station. Request this one, a new one from the Dynasty Band, I thought you was about to sing, Tap.
We gone now, Sean. We
trust in me. Send my love to your new love. Treat her better. Gotta let go of all of our roads.
Yeah.
We both know we ain't kids no more. Send my love to your new love. Treat her better. Gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. I'm giving you up. I'm forgiving it all. You trust in me. Hey,
With every first Friday, y'all. Start yet, but don't start yet.
I ain't never asked your ass for nothing. Not even your side.
On cue, as always. You come down. It's right where I was when you came up the stairs. Hold on. Good afternoon. You are live and real live on the GoWIN radio show right here, Go Radio Live, Win DC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWIN.media. We are having a very special edition today. This is the Thursday before this Saturday at Nationals Park, the one and only 2018 Summer Breeze with the ladies are in the house. I got my main man. You gonna sit back today? Okay, he gonna sit back. Okay. But it is his event. I'm talking about my main man, Brother Pendergrass, in the house with us. Miss Lady, she just stepped out. She'll be right back. All the ladies are representing from this incredible event this Saturday. And we want to make sure you go out there and get your tickets. We're going to give you the ticket information in just a minute. But first, I want to introduce the one and only, the Google. No, me and her go through this a lot. The Google Queen herself, Miss Lady, is in the building.
What's going on? Nico? You having some issues today? You been drinking?
Well, last time we was on the air, you and I, we was going back and forth about a couple things, and I want to make sure that when I introduced you right today, in front of your comrades, I want to make sure you got the proper introduction without trying to be too obnoxious.
Yeah, because you think you know everything. So
Me?
Everything is at your fingertips on Google.
But nah,
Yeah.
and you the one.
Yeah.
Whenever we have a guest, you make sure you got them right or wrong.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right about that.
but Miss Lady's in the building, family, and as you can tell, if you are watching now on the Win DC Radio Live Facebook page, which we have shared around to all the various different groups on Facebook, or you tune in onto the Win DC Radio YouTube page, you're watching the ladies of Summer Breeze 2018 in the building. I believe the final one, indeed, has just walked in her usual timely fashion.
Oh, whatever.
Don't come for Cal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sham.
Now we gonna show love all the time, all day, right here on the GoWIN Radio Show. Miss Kim is in the house. DJ Miss Her is in the house. We still ringing? Miss Casey from Black Alley's in the house. And of course, Michelle Blackwell is in the house. Representing for, we get it up? Still?
We go, though.
No, I'm just trying to make sure we get this ring
I
up.
got this.
Okay. You get them mics.
I got this.
Okay.
Then you fussing at Kim there.
There we go. Okay. And I need y'all to flip the switches on the top of your microphones, please.
I don't see a switch.
Yeah, no, just them.
Oh.
Just them. Okay.
Two. Yeah. Hold on No, a microphone now.
Yeah. Hold on.
Flip it up, right? 2? It's up.
Is she coming through?
All right. Miss Casey, Black Alley's in the building.
What's happening, y'all?
Yeah. We got everybody on? Okay. All right. We'll make sure we got the sound right. Hey, look, we got an incredible event, like I said, coming up this Saturday. And these ladies are representing. I'm very, very excited about this show because this is actually my personal first Summer Breeze. And but I've done a lot of other parties with Black in the past, and we've had incredible turnouts, and we're expecting an incredible turnout this coming Saturday as well. So, yeah.
Nico speaks French.
Oh, really?
Do
Oui,
I?
oui. Gotta add that to your resume.
Hey, parlez-vous français, mademoiselle?
Yeah, je m'appelle Miss Lady.
Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
French, I think I see some wine.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Crushing a few grapes up in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. The breeze, the summer breeze just came into the building. The summer breeze just came up into the building. Yeah.
Every day.
All right. My main man Kurt just came up in the building. Hey, look, ladies, first and foremost, I'd really like to thank you for making the opportunity, coming out of your busy schedule, coming here today, blessing the station, blessing our listeners, blessing our watchers, and giving us this preview of what's going to be probably, I mean, as usual, the most sought after and well attended event of the year in the local area. So, Miss Lady,
Yes.
would you like to lead off and talk to the ladies about how this event is going to kick off?
No, you do that.
Yes. She
Time and
yes, and she loves to delegate. Love to delegate. Okay, well, I'm gonna start off with you, Kim. Since you just walked in, I really want you to
Kim
understand.
doesn't know how to give her special privilege because Kim is new.
I promise
Kim-
you.
Kim
he
is-
already knows this. That's why
Kim
he coming in full. It's like full attack.
No,
Kim is new to the station. Kim is
Kim
her
is not
first
new
time.
to the station.
I'm new to any station.
You're
This
not
is
new
her
to this
first
station.
time.
But it's okay. 'cause
You have been unofficially part of the station for many years.
Has she ever been here and done an interview?
She
Never.
donated to the station.
I watch the
Right,
entertainment
right,
for entertainment, but I've never been here.
She donated to the station back in the day. Remember that? Yes.
Yeah, she's a baby
Yes.
though.
Where
She's
is
a
it?
baby.
Yes. Huh? I mean, wait, that's a lot of years. That
What
was
did she
several
pay
years
for?
ago.
Right.
That was several years ago.
What's going on?
Yes. No.
It's behind the building.
Huh? Okay.
I'm gonna start off. Check 1, check 2. I can't hear you. I'm
Yeah,
good.
no, you good. You good.
National Stadium Park on August the 11th.
Yeah.
Me and my Tricky Inc. family, we in the basement doing what we do, listen to some music, having a good time. The great Mark Pendergrass, which is my son, say, man, I'm telling you now, we need to do an all-girl summer breeze, right? He said, listen, man, it was a big debate amongst me and my Tricky Inc. family about who said the girls can't rock the party, right? So
Right.
now everybody going to their phones and to their iPods, they playing all y'all music. You know, they got Casey, they got Michelle rocking, they got Kim rocking, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's saying, I'm telling you, man, the whole dynamic of the party gonna change when the girls get the mic. They control the tempo. So why you say that? Well, first of all, they got amazing voices. And then second of all, they got enough gangster in them to get the party started, right? You know? So we got a friend of ours, Mike Miller. That's our home in-house go-go guru. So he dropping all y'all stuff right in the basement, right? We drinking plenty of liquor and champagne, eating wings.
Bonita
So,
Sangria.
Yeah, that Bonita Sangria,
yeah.
live and kicking. So we got everything rolling. We supposed to be there for an hour. We stayed at 2 in the morning. So that's how we came up with Who Said the Girls Can't Rock the Party.
Mm-hmm.
Kim and Casey already had an opportunity to rock the party, and that's what they did, right? Kim had the floor shaking last year on her first Shoto project, and I told everybody, man, I talked shit to her the whole time. But when she got off the stage, she came back to me, she gave me the muscle and said, I told you what I feel. Yeah, and that's what she did. She kept it rocking, right? And Casey is a fixture, and she also is the mayor's favorite choice, you know. And, you know, she just, you know, way comfortable, and I tease her all the time because she a tall girl when she on that stage. She know how to get command of everything. And, you know, Michelle, we've been rocking with her for a long time. And just a long time, you know. So in terms of what Tricky Inc. tried to bring to the Summer Breeze with amazing talent, you know, and I just talked to Marsha Ambrosia about y'all sisters because she wanted to know about y'all because she wanted the girls too. Who
yes,
had,
no doubt.
She got pressure on her to rock the party.
That's right.
And sometimes we catch a lot of flack just because we let our national artists go before our local artists, right? Well, we know you can see my local artists 2-3 times, but when they get on the Summer Breeze stage, they always gonna give you something extra than their best foot for, right? The second thing is, y'all my homies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They here for a while, and I appreciate them, but y'all here all the time. So with Tricky Entertainment, we always close our party out with all our homies, right? And that's how we do it. Now, you can go from there, Nico, because you was stumbling a little bit. And say one more thing about my little sister. Kim won't put you in the chokehold.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey, we was just trying to get this sound together.
Yeah.
As you ladies know,
Right.
without the sound right, it's going to be a long night.
Right.
Now, man, make you a break, you, man.
So we're going to get this wine, though. Kirk, can we get the wine? I know it's 1 o'clock, but we're going to sip the wine, Kirk. Yeah, all
Right.
Hey, it's
we
5 o'clock.
Happy hour
Hey, and there we
somewhere.
go. As my main,
Uber Eats, we're going to get the grub on.
as my main man Gavin used to say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, no
Happy
bull. So we're going to get everything rocking in here, man. So, Neek, this going to be your first time in the Summer Breeze, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Tickets going great. Tables really gone. Maybe like 3 or 4 downstairs. Upstairs is maxed out.
Well,
Right.
he come with his own seat, so
Yeah.
he good.
Oh.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, she dirty. She dirty. I'm telling you. She fight. I mean, she barely enough to fight.
Well, if you move up front with that wheelchair, that's going to be 50 extra.
Hey, look.
You're in the VIP section.
And she got the Vaseline in her purse. She ready.
No doubt. Yeah.
So, but hey, look. What I'm really excited about, though, with seeing this, it's like you said, we got the national artists come in, but I feel like every time our local artists get on that stage with these national artists, they feel like we gonna give it to them. We gonna give it to them. We can show, because we doing what, 5,000, 6,000 people out there. We gonna show these people that DC, because like you said, you know, we get a lot of people from outside the area to come here. You know, and that's what the great thing about this platform is that it's a melting pot sort of type of event. You know, where usually, you know, we do the convention center, you know, everybody usually is from the area. This right here, we put it in the ballpark, a little mixture of everybody come from everyone coming from everywhere. But you ladies have been picked, and it seemed like almost like the cream of the crop type of situation, and it's really. I know for me, if I was you, I would feel like this is really a special time for me to really show out. I want to start with DJ Miss Her. How did you know? I want to start out with you because when we talk about women empowerment in this country, actually everybody should be on an equal level. It's one thing being a woman in the music game, as far as in a band, and usually you solo like that. But a female in the DJ game, it's like a tic tac dropping into the ocean. It's very rare, right? And you've made a name for yourself.
I think I have a little something.
Yeah. So, can you tell us, you know, where you come from? What part of town you from?
Really? Like, no, I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia, but I moved up here in 2001.
Okay.
And I grew up Northeast DC.
Oh, you a newbie?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's 10 years now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. Us old folks do that.
That's residency. Right. That's residency, right?
I mean, I pay property tax.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I've been here 17 years, but I just started DJing 5 years ago, even though I tried it a couple times, but I just never stuck with it this last time, like I did this last time. So I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to set the tone for something great.
So how was it for you to really go up the ranks? First of all, who was your mentor? Who got you started in DJing?
I got myself started in DJing.
Nobody in particular, said.
No, I mean, I watched certain DJs and I just watched them control a crowd and just make people feel a certain way, even if it is for a couple hours. And I wanted to do that myself, and I have actually been able to do that now. But a few DJs I watched coming up, DJ Jazzy Jeff, he's my hands down favorite DJ ever.
Right.
I was at a party one night on 8th Street. Ninth Wonder was rocking, and I made a promise to myself after that night because I thought I was gonna die from dancing. I danced so hard, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. So I pursued it after that. But there are a lot of dope DJs. When you're talking about women DJs, like, it's not that many of us. And to be honest, living here, I didn't know of any of them other than
DJ Daisy Dukes and her.
Yeah.
I heard
Nonchalant.
because she was on the radio, but other than that,
No.
I hadn't
Strip
heard
club.
any lady DJs in the city.
Nonchalant been DJing for a very long time.
Nonchalant. Yeah, I found that out after the fact. But now it's a lot of us here. It's just, you gotta go out there and find them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and I've known since I've been dealing in the radio industry, I've ran across a lot. Matter of fact, a young lady who I interned with up KYS, DJ Fine.
Okay.
She's from here,
Okay.
and but she's out LA right now.
Okay.
And she gets it in. Miss Lady mentioned DJ Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
Who actually
Strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you giving credit, so.
I understand. I mean, that's all. I mean, I've heard DJ Blackberry.
Oh, of course. How we gonna forget about her? She's and she's Win DC alum.
Yeah, DJ Blackberry.
Yeah. So you don't. Okay.
Her.
We know we got drinks together.
Go ahead, Queen.
You want grape or red?
Well, you didn't want it? Is that why you passed it on?
No, I forgot to hand you your
You wanted
card.
some white.
I want white, please.
So look.
You got Riesling? One more.
What flavor Kool-Aid you want? Grape or red?
So do DJ miss her, or you prefer her? Just her.
Miss her.
Miss her. Okay.
Miss her.
Okay.
That's right.
Now I was looking you up online,
Okay.
and so I seen a couple just DJ her.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, but
I mean, some people, I just gotta let them know it's Miss her. But, yeah.
do you have a particular era of music that you like to play?
My GoWIN bag is probably stuff from 70s to the 90s, from disco, R&B, so.
That's a big range, though.
It is. That's when I'm really in my. I have like I said before, I have an old soul. People think I'm kind of young, but I'm actually not. But then I have to be honest. At the beginning of the day, I'm a hip hop head first. Like golden era hip hop, not just hip hop.
Okay.
But R&B, rare blues.
You saying after you saying like the NWA era or
I'm talking early 90s to mid 2000s.
or like Tribe Called Quest
Tribe Called
and
Quest is my favorite hip hop group of all time.
I pulled one out the bag.
Hold
Huh?
up.
I pulled one out the bag, huh?
My favorite hip hop album is Low in Theory.
Low in
So
Theory.
No,
yes,
their
ma'am.
first album. Their
Toss
first
up
album.
between Low in Theory and Midnight Marauders.
I prefer Midnight Marauders.
I prefer Midnight
myself.
Marauders.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm a Low in Theory chick.
Yeah. But no, I mean that was a great introduction because during that time, De La Soul was popping. I used to
They are
DJ.
part of the native tongue.
Yeah. I was big with Mos Def and Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
You know, at that
And I
time.
love all of their music. That's
Yeah.
That's my GoWIN bag too.
Okay. All right, well, we got a little synergy going on right here. I was hoping you brought your set up here today and cut up a little something. Yeah, we really ready to go. If you got it in your trunk.
I don't.
I
don't have it.
That's all right.
Yeah. My bad. We'll catch us Saturday.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
She said,
most
come
definitely.
see me on Saturday.
Yeah. Definitely.
Even though I heard they don't run that much hip hop at Summer Breeze, because it's my first one too.
Okay. No,
that's not true.
Okay.
Matter of fact, upstairs with Casey, they don't play no go.
Right.
Okay.
No go.
Downstairs.
Yeah, Casey's where the national artists are.
Oh.
That's my
Is that-
sister.
is-
She is a national artist.
I know. Hold on.
She is a national artist, so hey, now, I ain't mad
You always throwing some jabs. What I tell you?
No, that's my sister.
Say something.
I gotta run
up
up
on
there.
that balcony and sing the full move when Kim was on the stage. She need to be on the lower floor so people don't go through it.
I promise you, I run up there to see.
I mean, look, Casey, you've been on a natural high for quite a few months now since winning that award. Was the best
Paisley
band?
Park.
Yeah, the Paisley
man, that
Park.
was-
And we really appreciate when you came here on Bug Show and Go in the Streets. And matter of fact, just a couple of days after you won and brought the award here. Yes, and we really felt bad because you didn't even do that with Fox 5. So we really really felt some kind of way about that. Real talk. You know, you, Danny, and was it Josh? Yeah, Josh came through.
Yeah.
That was really felt. You know, I was at home. You know, watching. I was like, man, I really felt some kind of way.
There, so
yes, that's right.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
you wasn't.
That's
there.
right. That's right. Watching.
That's why I was like, I was thinking to myself, like, I know I was there, but I don't remember you being
And I asked you. You always. What y'all want to tag team today? What's going on? So, since then, since Casey, since then, what have you? What has the band, as far as direction, material wise? Where are y'all standing at right now?
We have a project coming out at the end of the month.
Great timing.
Yeah. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that, but I did.
No, it's fine. Yeah. And we appreciate
We
the exclusive.
When I get back to my family, they'll be like, yo.
Yeah, no, we appreciate the exclusive. But so you got a project get ready to drop.
Yeah.
We're
nerve skited about it.
Now, last time y'all was here, I think y'all said y'all was gonna drop another mixtape. Is that what this is?
No, it's a full album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you put that in the bag then.
Yeah.
Are we gonna hear any of that this weekend?
No.
Okay.
No.
Really?
We gotta say that. Come on now, you can't do that.
I mean, we can't get a preview at the show. I mean, well, everybody. That's you talking about a lot of people.
We got rock, man.
Yeah.
She got rock right away, so she know what it's going to
You
take.
know, we don't have enough time.
Oh, you put
everybody
the cap on the bottle? Like you put the cap on the bottle?
Really, I don't, man. Try to leave everybody time to do their own thing.
But no,
Right.
it's really that we just want to make sure we don't have time to get it perfect the way that we want to. So
Right.
we need that.
Right.
That has to be when you put out your own stuff, like you get real anal about it, and it's like everything got to be. You know, we can't just throw that out there. So.
Do you run your band practices?
Hmm?
Do you run your band practices?
It depends on what kind of day certain people are having. Really.
Who's the MD?
Well, Animal.
Okay.
Yeah, Animal.
Shout out to Danny.
Yes, I'm sorry, Danny.
It's all good. Yeah.
But y'all call him Animal?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know Danny. I know.
I mean, he played in the band. You know, that I was working with for a long time. I've always called him Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like me, Danny, and Josh, it's really a collaborative effort. Like on all fronts, we back each other up because everybody doesn't have a great day every day. So somebody got to be ready. You know. So I think that's what makes it so awesome to be a part of that kind of team. That's like, you ain't got to. I got you. You know. That's what we do.
as a singer, songwriter, musician, as yourself, was it awkward for you initially trying to fit into this go-go world when y'all was blowing up on 8th Street, or was it just I'm in my own lane? Y'all catch up with me when you do.
I think it was both, cause I was never really immersed in it the way that a lot of artists are, and that's kind of like where Animal really like helped me with that, because I needed help. Like I didn't know how to count. Like we talked about like 10 years ago. I was like, what am I supposed to say? How am I supposed to move? Like what is this turn around? What does that mean? But yeah. But at the same time, it was like nobody was pressuring me to be anything other than myself. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, you learn and you grow, but grow as your own self in your own lane, doing your own thing without having to try to be anything else. Like pretending. First of all, pretending don't work here anyway.
No, because they went through it.
Right through
it. It don't work. So I was blessed enough to have a team that understood that, never pressured me to be anything other than I was, but also, like, try this, see how this works out for you.
I remember Black Alley right before you came, and they was pretty much doing what the Grown and Sexy circuit is doing, currently, and has been since 2000. What was it about your entry into the band that was a turnaround for them, or was it just different figures that came in and just a certain synergy that built up and transferred the band from being what they were to where you at now?
I think when I came, I already had I had a love for rock music. I had a love for different types of, alternative music was like the thing that I was on, like, and I wanted to figure out how to incorporate that into what they were already doing and where we could be. Like, I never wanted to sound like anything else, and I think the fact that I didn't listen to maybe everything else that everybody was listening to kind of helped that along the way too. Did I answer? What was the question?
Right.
That's why we like to keep the drinks cool.
Your uniqueness that you brought to the band.
Right. You answered it.
So when the band started, it was straight. That's what we doing.
Thank you, Michelle.
But when I came into it, I brought kind of a different vibe because I was on some other left type of mind thinking that as far as it came to music.
Was it something that they saw in you? And obviously, you can't speak for them, but maybe they acknowledged it to you.
I was like, this is the kind of music that I like. Mm-hmm. How do we
incorporate that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what I'm listening to, and this is what I want to sing. Like this is the feel I want to give, but with a little, our own twist to it. So I came with things that I wanted to do. So it was kind of easier for them to understand where I was coming from.
So Nick, she say with her own twist, right? Have you ever heard it hit When Doves Cry?
Well, it's funny you said that because I have that lined up to play.
You do? When can you drop it?
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Yeah, and since you jumped out there, that you made mention in the past that the song that really you felt like that won you over to win that Paisley Park award, or was it award or a contract? Mm-hmm. You felt like When Doves Cry was the song that really hit it for you.
Yeah.
And we've heard you hit it here, several times before. Was it something different about playing it in there that was surreal?
What?
Did you cry? Did you cry?
I cried when we won.
Okay.
I can't cry and sing. That don't work for me. So that's not gonna happen.
But
I
don't know if that works for anyone.
No, some people can cry and sing.
Some people can.
Cry and sing at the same time.
Gospel singers can cry and sing.
Yeah, I guess so.
But no, for sure, being in that space. First of all, let me just try to give you a vision of how the whole thing is set up. So
Please.
There's a huge room. I'm calling it a room, but it's really like if you can imagine a room in a convention center. Like that's the type of room that it was. It has all of his old school cars in it, memorabilia, clothing. Like it's like a museum in the space that you're singing in. And then there's a huge print sign facing the stage, overlooking the stage while you're singing. Wow. So you have to imagine singing a Prince song in front of all of this, in front of all of his fans, but then knowing that it's not exactly the way he would do it. It's not exactly, we put our own spin on it. So it's like, you don't know how it's going to be received. And then, Prince be giving the side eye.
Yes, he's right.
So I totally felt the side eye the whole time. And we did it twice because we did 2 rounds. So we actually played the song twice in that environment.
Was it like a knockout round?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how many started the whole thing?
So
bands that is.
Yeah, you enter with a video contest. I think they accepted, was it 12 or 9? And then 3 on 3 for several
Which video
rounds.
did you submit?
I don't know that part. I don't remember.
Was that management at the time just handled that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will never forget that feeling. That was, yeah, it was incredible.
I mean, for me, I feel, I've sat, other than DJ Miss Her, I've sat with these other ladies numerous times in different settings. This is my first time actually sitting down talking to you outside of just, hi, hello at the club.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Over a lot of years. I mean, from Club Live back in the days to now. I mean, Cafe Asia.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. I forgot about Cafe Asia.
Y'all been doing a lot of things. Is your vision? Because Black and I talk about this all the time. Is your vision for what you're trying to do with your band? Do you feel like it supersedes the mentality that's here in the go-go world? Because me and Miss Lady talk about this all the time. Mm-hmm. We feel like that the go-go artists don't take their craft as serious as they should.
That's a generalization, honey. So
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, in general, quantify that statement. It's say some go-go artists.
I think in general. Oh, yes.
Nico, I'm gonna have to totally disagree with you on that.
Okay, you can. But look, I worked.
It's an issue, obviously, or you wouldn't be talking about
exactly.
it. But just make sure that you quantify your statement.
And I agree. And I agree. But
don't mess with Michelle.
Oh no. Well,
don't mess with Michelle.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna say like I've been saying it. It is a problem with professionalism in this culture. If it wasn't a problem, then I feel like that we would be seen in the music industry in a better light.
I agree.
Okay, but so if you disagree with that, Black?
So I got mixed thoughts about that.
But you were just solid just a minute ago.
I was solid because you said that they wasn't working hard enough to live to their potential, and that ain't always it. When I met the great Sean Puffy Combs, the one thing he did was took his hat off the go-go. He said, why? He said, man, you got artists that go out there 4 times a week. He said, nobody did that since James Brown, right? So these people working so hard that sometimes they don't even have the time to practice, right? And when I was on the show with Shell the last time, and she brought something to my attention, they expecting you to be what they're expecting you to be when they come through that door, regardless of what's going on in your life and what's going on in your family, right? So, the only thing that I feel about go-go artists, or not local artists, right? Because I don't consider y'all go-go artists. Y'all put that on yourself. I consider y'all artists. So it's different for me that can play go-go, right? I feel, it's like Bob Marley. He played reggae, but he really was a musician, was an artist. So take that away. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Kim perform at my birthday party. My mother talk about her all the time. She did her rendition of the Orange Moon, right? It was go-go nowhere. It was just, she captivated everybody at Bethesda Jazz and Blues, and she rocked. All I'm saying is that I feel as though sometimes what our artists do, my local artists do, is become crippled with their talent because they get in the circuit around the city, right? And sometimes you got to work harder. If you read stories, like I always send Scooby the stories of great artists that just went. What's the guy? I don't play to my guitar. Doom, doom,
George
Benson. So I'm just reading his story, right? And he in a restaurant, and they talking to him about music. He got his flip flops on. They don't even know what's going on. But he went out there on faith in California, just going to do his thing, right? I think that if we didn't have go-go to lean on, we'll have more of that daredevil mentality to be great, right? But because I could play here on Tuesday, they on Thursday, and they on Saturday, and I could take care of my family like that, it cripples the ability to just say, I got to get out of here and make it, and then come back. Right?
It's another type of sacrifice. I think that we felt that too. Like we don't do weekly gigs anymore. Like we kind of fell back from that because we knew that it's gonna take time to perfect the thing that we want to in order to get to another place. And it's hard. Like
I was just about to ask you, was that difficult? Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different.
Right.
It's different.
It's a catch-22 because if you know the U Street circuit in the '60s was dominated by Donny Hathaway, right?
Right.
And he just worked up and down there and got his money that way. Before the guy from Chicago came and got him, what's his name, Kurt? The one, people get ready, there's a train.
Curtis Mayfield.
He came and got Donnie, right? And then put him on, but you got to work that circuit because you get continuity that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I like your band now because y'all been together for a while. I like back now because they've been together for a while. That's how you build championships.
For sure.
Right? So an all-star team could stay together, but eventually, you know, the way I run all my businesses, we got to become a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, your shit is your shit. Your two brothers going to fight out back, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put it all back together. And then as we build in that continuity, we become a more cohesive unit. And that's what I like to see. So I don't always agree with Casey with just doing, you know, because you got to.
But we started doing that, and I feel like if we had never started that way, doing every, however many shows a week, then we wouldn't be able to fall back right now.
Wouldn't have the following to do
to
do that.
That makes sense.
The fan base wouldn't be there.
So was that a conscious decision?
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
And I think the difference then and now and national and local things of that nature, when it's signed and not signed and independent versus when you get signed, you get money. So you're able to just not gig and, take your time and work on your craft and work on your record and work on your deal.
Right.
You're able to do that because you have this money. Yeah, you got to pay that back. Whether it's tour, whether it's album sales, whether it's things of that nature. But that's the difference. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm But I'm saying the difference between a band of that, a local band doing, taking the opportunity to say, hey, we just gonna stop playing and work on this record. Ain't nobody saying here this money so to feed your family or to pay your light bill while you work on what you gonna work on.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between the national and the local.
You're right. I totally agree with you. So I had a time to spend some time with that kid, Ro James.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to get on the show, $3,500 what he wanted. Now, this is before he took off.
Before he
took off.
Okay. All right.
So before he took off, look, man, put me on the show, this and that. His manager called me, right? I was like, okay. So I spent time with them and paid attention to him because I enjoy music. But I also know Scooby personally, right? Mm-hmm. And been in the studio with him and kicked it with him, right? This boy is bubblegum on Scooby's shoe to me, right? In terms of talent, right? But he hit green light. Just give me that green light in the studio. El Dorado kid and got his stuff going. So when I called him back, he was like, man, I'll be glad to do it. I said, what's the price? He said, it's $30,000, man, I'll give you 70 minutes. Right? So to me, I always encourage all of y'all, and Kim will tell you, I stay in her ear and all of them, just go in the studio and kick it in there, just kick it in, because y'all can do some shit by accident that most people can do trying as hard. And being Washingtonians, and part of the DMV with y'all, this is what I cheer for with y'all. You understand? That's why, and I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna let you go, Nico, because this your show and not mine.
No. I love where the conversation's at right now because this actually leads to Michelle and your situation right now, because you had to deal with that exact scenario. You was gigging weekly, and you made a conscious decision, said, I want to work on my own material. I didn't elaborate extra with Casey, but for you, how was that? I mean, talk about what was that process like getting to that point?
Well, I mean, having to walk away from the stage, actually, it was heartbreaking. I mean, it was really, really a hard decision for me. And actually, it wasn't a decision that I just made to work on my album. The problem was that I had been working on my album for almost 2 years. It was about a year and a half in, and I was like, my God, and I wasn't just gigging, I was also managing the band. So there's a whole different dynamic where managing the band is like a 24-hour a day,
that's a lot.
365 days a year job. So I'm managing the band and I'm performing. So how do I make time, if I'm performing 2 and 3 nights a week and we have band rehearsal and I have to talk to promoters, venue owners, I have to do this, I have to do that, all the administrative things and then band issues and this, that, and the third. It was overwhelming. And I just got to the point where I said, look, I've been in this business for a long time and I need to secure my legacy in this business. And although I was definitely, proud of the things that I've been able to accomplish, and it wasn't like I wasn't performing original music, and it wasn't like I wasn't grateful for all of the the financial benefits that that came with being a performer and being a manager. Like I was able to put my son through school. I was able to put food on the table for a long time. So it was really hard, and it broke my heart. To walk away. When I did, I mean, many nights crying and upset, even up until the album release.
What was the most difficult part of it?
All of it, because everything that I'm complaining about was also like, it was my life, like the camaraderie with my musicians, with the band, the symbiotic relationship you have with the crowd, band and crowd. It's like a very intimate situation, in this city, in this culture. I missed it, and also, there's fear and doubt, and I'm just getting emotional thinking about it, because again, every time I talk about this, like I get in my feelings, because we all know how much this means to us, you know what I'm saying? And anytime, that's why I feel a certain kind of way when people kind of chide or tease us as artists when they're like, oh, well, you used to be with this band and you with this band, and they kind of trivialize it when they don't know it's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? It's a very big deal moving from one situation to another, or not performing, or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? We have our whole soul invested in the situation, and we don't count on that kind of thing.
Me too. Like everything.
Right.
Kim, you want to interject right there?
Everything that she
Kim
said.
got something to say.
I haven't experienced a transition between situations, but everything that she said, I have felt. Every single thing. Like we need to talk more.
If I wasn't having this glass of wine right now, I promise you, I wanted to get up because I felt something in my soul when you were just talking. It's just like, I agree with you so much, 100%.
Don't let the wine hold you back.
They tease us about it. They do. Like I had to do a panel a few months ago about something about the go-go industry, and as I was being introduced, Dan, as I was introduced, he was like, let's do some trivia stuff and we'll win. Okay, how many bands was Michelle in? You know what I'm saying?
See?
Like they trivialize it like it's something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something negative, to laugh at, but what they don't understand is all of the dynamics that go into that kind of decision or what happens within bands. I mean, it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? And no one goes into that type of decision lightly. And again, like I had half my band was very angry and upset with me when I left. In September. Chris, you know what I'm saying, the leader included. Like, it's just like they didn't understand it. And when I told them I need to do my project, and I've been trying to do it, it's hard. I'm consumed by this band. Mm-hmm. I have to step away in order for me to do what I have to do. And they were upset. A lot of the crowd is, even now. People are happy about the success of the single and are supporting the album. But even when I'm out there, like, so what's up with what? I mean, what you doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're confrontational sometimes about it.
Does it make it that much difficult for you to enjoy your success? Number one song on HUR right now. does it make it that much difficult? Yeah. Let's don't gloss over that. Let's don't gloss over that. And I made mention to this of somebody the other day. That ain't something that happens in go-go. No. You know, because a lot of people don't realize HUR has been the #1 station in DC for a few years now. And so for you to hit #1 on that's ringing on a lot of people's radar right now. So, but with the scenario you just described, with people asking you about what happened, you know, what's going on, whatever the case may be, does it make it that much more difficult for you to enjoy your success being local?
Not really, because I mean I get it. I get where they're coming from, because fans are invested. This is another reason why fans, like, now I get it after being in this business so long. Fans are invested in these projects. Right. That's why when bands break up and they get back together, sometimes the magic isn't there really anymore, and you have to really work to try to build that back. Because when fans invest in the project, it's like they're a part of it too. They want to know, like, what's up? Like, I've been following you, I've been supporting you all this time. What's going on? So, I mean, I understand it. I understand where they're coming from. So, but it is hard because, again, like, it's just like, what do you do? Like, I still consider what my family, but I have to promote my album. I did not take the time out, sacrifice, spend the money and time, blood, sweat, and tears to not promote it and to have it go where it leads me. But I still love them, but I have to do this. So I'm just hoping that the people that genuinely support me will support my project. You can still support them, support whomever, but I just have to go with. And I can relate.
Enjoy myself.
Yeah. And I can relate on both sides, because as a supporter, as a fan, on one side, stepping outside of the performing body, I was like, well, why she can't do both? You know, why she can't do both? You know, the fans think, but the fans think that way. They're saying, why she can't use the band to do that? Like, put her stuff. But at the end of the day, the band has a different motive versus her motive. Exactly. It wouldn't be fair to either party. You know, and that's the conscious person thinking. But to the fan, they like.
I totally understand how blessed I am to be in the situation I am. Like, I'm working with people who definitely want to do what I want to do, and I can only imagine how difficult
you are fortunate
having to navigate.
I know
that.
I know
fortunate.
it.
Can I just give one example before we get to another subject?
Please.
Enjoy Myself, the single. You know, I've been performing that song in this area for years. Do you know that the vision I had for that song was this? I told the guys that when I brought the song, I wrote the lyrics to the music, and I told them I wanted this to be like a Mary J moment, how she did with My Life, how she remixed, how her and Chucky did. I wanted an exact interpolation of it. What did they do? For years, played it their way.
That's what I'm saying.
It took for me to leave the band, hire musicians to come in and pay them to do exactly what I asked them to do years ago in order for that to happen. And it should not have had to be that way.
Michelle,
but that's how it is.
Hold
You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask? And I want to ask the three sisters are in the band and bands, various different bands. Is it that difficult for a woman to really express themselves in the way they want to in being in the band?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3,
4.
Okay.
You said 3. Okay.
Listen.
Don't
Don't
play
play with
the
the
ladies
ladies today.
Wait a minute. Off air, me and her just had this conversation. I'm not in a band.
I'm not right now. I'm not.
We just had this
but
conversation.
it doesn't erase the history. It doesn't erase the rap resume.
Tell him.
Yes.
And I gotta
Get on him.
Were you
Get on him. Get him.
I don't think you was ready. I don't think you was ready today for real.
No, but seriously, ladies.
I got time.
Seriously, is it that difficult to be like you're the only female in a band full of men, and knowing that you have a direction that you have in your own heart and soul, you feel like you need to go into, and you're getting pulled in different directions because you've built this camaraderie with these brothers. How difficult is it? Michelle, since you was there, go ahead and finish.
I mean, as far as creatively, I'm not sure if it was just because I was a woman, but I just musicians. Okay, so here's the whole
different
thing. I
mentality.
mean, they're covering. Go-go. A big part of go-go is covering, but a lot of them still want to do it their way. You know what I'm saying? So. And generally, you wouldn't necessarily be tripping off of whether or not this note is this, the clavin, like it's supposed to be, this, that, and the third, because you covering it, who cares? But because I specifically wanted them to play it a certain way, it meant more to me because I knew what the vision was for this song, and they wouldn't do it. So I think a lot of it is just sometimes musicians are just stubborn. They want to have their input creatively into it. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of leads back to my point I brought up earlier about.
Well, why don't you let the other ladies?
Yes. Yeah. No, I was just co-signing that and talking to you about that, Black. That's all that is. Go your answer to that, Casey.
So my answer to that is I still feel like I'm new in this.
You're not new no more.
No, but I have that feeling because I'm with musicians who are more seasoned than I am. And I think that it's maybe more of an internal thing for me. Like I'm like a little bit more shy about sharing my idea because I don't know if it sucks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want, it's more of that type of apprehension. It's not that I don't think that they would welcome my ideas or entertain them or try them out. It's just like, I don't even know if this is good, but this is what I want to try. You know what I mean?
That's good. And this is the thing, though, right, Casey? This is why I say you're not new. In a form of leadership, you have to recognize the talent, right? Shell, if you was the talent, somebody who was running shit got to recognize that you the talent. And at one point, because you was in charge, right? So you was in a authoritative position. You might have to clean that kitchen out a little bit. It'll hurt your heart, but you got to, because it's going to drag you down and it's going to kill your vision. So when you cleaned out your kitchen, you was able to do what you felt that you should have did the whole time, right? Now, we as leaders, we try to please everybody around us. That's the first thing. So now let me just see your thought. Let me try to bring your thought to life because I'm the leader and I'm going to try to make that work. But if it ain't working, it ain't working. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a talent and your band is good and they good musicians, right? Mm-hmm. But you come in here and you Kobe Bryant, you could get 58 points right now, right? Mm-hmm. Them old motherfuckers got to pass you the ball, right? Mm-hmm. And recognize who got the talent.
Yeah.
So once you recognize the talent in the room, the leader, if I was the leader of any of y'all band, first of all, I'm going to find out who's the most talented. And then I'm going to say, what would you like to do? Mm-hmm. Tell me what you like. What's your comfort zone? Right? What makes you feel good? And then let's try it. And if it failed, I'm going to say, you see, we tried that. That ain't really work.
But that's also even more important when you are the person that's on the microphone. Because just like we were saying before, you can't pretend to do anything. So even if their idea may be better than mine, if I can't bring it to fruition, not that I can't.
Shit to him, Sean.
Right.
But if the vibe is not going to be as organic as it would if it was my idea, then it's not going to work. It's not going to work better. So, you just gave me some gems right there. Thank you for that. Yeah. But it is more for me a more like self-conscious thing. I don't think that they put anything on me to make me feel like they don't want to hear what my ideas are. And that's what I just know how blessed I am.
Yeah, it's a lot like Andre, white boy, and I, in 2004, when I brought to the band Pieces of Me, and it was like, he and Mickey were like, well, Mickey mainly was like, what is it with you and this Caucasian girl song?
European.
Listen, I listen to all types of music, so I felt that we could take this song and flip it, and
look what happened.
Ray was like, listen. He was like, listen, I don't know what is up with it, but he looked me off for 3 weeks.
Right.
White boy, you know that I love y'all to death. Right. I love y'all to death, and this has only brought us closer.
Right.
Because it took for me to take off, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to move. After we recorded the song, I sang it a few times at Club U, and maybe about 10 people were singing it with us, and he was like, all right, if we fall on our face, then look, we're going to go head on somewhere. But by the time I moved to Atlanta, he was calling me like, yo, yo, where you at? Like, the song was being played, and it was not only being played here, it was being played in North Carolina. It was in some parts of Atlanta. And by then it's like, oh shoot, I'm already gone, stepped out on faith because I'm trying to do something different because I didn't feel like they would accept, what I had to offer. Because here I am coming in at 95. They've been doing this forever. And Pieces was already a hit.
Yeah.
So that's why we're still able to do the song. If I'm in the club or if I'm in town or if they need me and their new singer isn't there to perform the song, I'm glad to sing.
Right.
So was that, but Kim, how frustrating was that for you though? Because
it's Ashley Simpson's song for sure.
Yeah.
So,
But
She talking about locally.
oh, here, yeah.
The singer, Tabria.
You were in Club U when I hit it.
Yeah.
So it was only being played on MTV though. So it was only a few people, and I was like,
I saw
it
you
was
at
just
the,
like
at
this
the trade
person.
winds too, though. I mean, that was around that same time, but I was at trade winds. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
I
because
was
the trade
too.
wins is when I said, okay, so I'm putting in a 2-week notice, and I was like, where are you going? I was like, to Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, I saw
Because I
you
wanted
at
to
the
try.
trade winds headed.
So,
And I was
so
I
Kim,
went back to
Kim, let's talk about that decision to go to Atlanta. Was it a lot of frustration that built up for you to make that move for your personal career, or just something that you had on the plate ready to go anyway?
No, so I don't have any kids, and I didn't have a man at the time, so I was just like, look, I can do what I want to do. I'm just staying
Yes,
here, and I'm
indeed.
being stuck. So why not just step out on faith? I got a whole lot of faith. I'm real shy, but I got a whole lot of faith, so I just go. Yeah, and I talk a whole lot. if you want me to. So I just stepped out on faith, and I just was like, okay, let me try this out. If it doesn't work, one thing for sure that I always know, even till today, I don't care how many female singers Red Essence has, if I don't have anything else in this world to do, I can always go home.
Whoa.
Only one Miss Kim. Hello.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Listen.
Better come through on this interview.
Kobe had nothing on that.
And that doesn't mean, and that does not mean
It's
for
not a
them to
slight,
get
yeah.
rid. Yeah, it's not a slight to get rid of the female that they have, but they would have two, because I have forgotten it along with every single female that Red Essence has
Till
had.
that heat started coming down. Yeah, but
You know what, Nico?
Nico, you gotta get that positivity flowing. Everything here, man.
It ain't like that around here.
let's still be 50.
No.
We ain't 50.
Kim,
Yeah,
Kim,
no, because
Kim,
this is what he been waiting for. Come on, come on. I'm ready.
No.
She ready.
No,
Right.
I mean, no.
Mess with the lady.
Let me back it up. I'm gonna back it up. I remember a show we was at the Fur, and we was at the Fur, and at the time Kiki was singing
Same
with the
thing.
band, and I believe they tried to come out with Pieces, and I was sitting back there, and I was like, and you was on the stage. You was standing back. I forgot who you was standing with, because Vibe played that night. And I was sitting back, and I was like, wow, they're going to play that with Kim sitting right there on the stage? And there was and you could hear the crowd, like, you know, they was wanting you to sing the song, but Kiki was put in that position. And, wouldn't that be very awkward?
No, not for me.
Yeah,
So
not
Kiki
for her.
never, so it would never be awkward for me. Sing the song. If they want you to sing the song and you're a part of the band at that present moment, sing the song if you want to sing it and if you feel like you can. Kiki never wanted to sing the song.
Right.
So it was okay. I just used to tell her, look, girl, you already up there, sing the song.
Right.
I don't want to perform. I would never perform Fatty. So I'm kind of in agreement with Kiki
Right.
when it
Me
came
too.
to that.
Right.
Because I could never perform Fatty.
Me too.
But I'm sorry, right now,
Big up to Kurt Walker. Big
Big
up to the bartender, Kurt Walker in the building.
But for the new singer,
Right.
and I really like
Talk
her.
about Mr. Bria.
Yes, Tabria. I really like her. She can sing the song. I can be up there with her. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be hugging her, taking selfies, and doing everything else.
That's
and
what's
when
up.
I say it's no hate in my heart at all, I mean that.
I ain't never seen
I
Kim
mean it.
ever.
Comfortable with this.
Love all the time.
Ever.
Yeah, that's
Never.
you-
It's always
there's a difference.
need, man.
There's kind of like a difference. I would say coming from a band and then transitioning to a band, I have to fill some type of shoes.
Yeah.
That's what the fans say. But as a vocalist, we probably don't feel that way because we like, you want me, you called me, you hired me, so you know what I can do. So my thing is singing another song that's somebody else's stamp. I choose not to.
Yeah.
I stepped into
agree.
the band Vibe Band when Camise left. It was an easy transition because I was there before she left and it was known. It wasn't like, hey, come in here and we're gonna like fire her. It wasn't no underhandedness. It was like this her last swan song. So and I was there, I was present, and it was introducing type of thing.
Yep.
So they knew what was coming. Her stamp was When I See You with Fantasia. He never asked, and I never did.
Oh, can I ask y'all a question? Y'all tell me if
Of
y'all
course.
think I'm wrong. Okay, so I had 2 incidents, and you tell me maybe if you feel like I was being a diva about it. So I left, y'all know I left last September. About October, November, I get a phone call. Actually, no, I got an inbox from a band that plays in Virginia. Like, they're like, you know, kind of deep in Virginia. And they asked me, was it okay, like, well, since literally, I'm paraphrasing, but it was almost like, well, since you're not playing anymore, can we start playing Reminisce? Now, this is a song I wrote, you know what I'm saying, my original song. So the same thing happened, the same thing happened a couple weeks ago. Somebody inboxed me and asked me if it was okay for them to start playing Enjoying Myself. I'm like, well, damn, I'm still with it.
Somebody like
Somebody from a band, another band.
Like a band here?
A local band. Yes.
But here's the thing, though, Michelle.
Embrace
the
it.
reminisce,
Yes.
right? That's out of the moment, right? And how many times have we remade greatness from other artists? So
embrace
that's
that.
kind of
Embrace
like
that.
Now, I get that part, but I just thought we had sort of like a professional courtesy amongst each other for our originals, at least. You know what I'm saying?
at least why is out now, right? But let's go to the go-go community real quick.
Yeah, the
and
go-go
give it to you.
What do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think.
Okay, because Black Alley has an original song called Virgin Suicide, and we added something that Back did. Wincy's shoot. I don't even remember.
Pretty Girls? I
Pretty-
don't know.
yeah.
We've done that too, but I make sure every time I hear something like what Back would have done, I say, y'all make some noise for Backyard Band. Like it needs to be known.
Homage. Yeah, homage.
It needs to be
And
known.
I think that's a cover though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, but it's something else. What do
I think that's a cover.
We
Pretty
did
Girls is a cover.
we did
understand,
a stamp.
yeah.
We did a stamp back, like everybody knows, and everybody loved it because of what Back did.
Right.
So, and as long as you acknowledge that that's why people are embracing it, and that's why you're doing it because you want to show somebody else love. Like it's always love.
Homage is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get that
And
vibe,
I understand,
though.
Michelle.
I didn't get that
You
vibe.
probably have to. You're gonna have to, perfect example. When Yanni was on Sunday's Best, her song started to be. You know, you go on YouTube and you see a cover of a video covering everything. It must feel like something when people start covering
Hello.
your song.
Yes.
You like, damn, I made
You set
it.
the tone.
Okay.
So, just like you said, go-go is predominantly cover
Okay, I get that.
now. So, therefore, just like the gentleman said, at least they called you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Because you could start hearing it and be like, what?
Yeah. At least they call.
Because
You know
Michelle,
what I'm saying?
I was covering. So I started covering pieces.
Right.
I went to Chuck Brown band. To Chuck Brown.
Right.
When he was still here with us, and I was singing background for Raheem. We both had shows at the same time. The opening band did Pieces of Me, and they was like, it was like everybody was looking at me like I just took her song. It's okay. Let them take that song because you set the tone, and your fans know that you. Oh, I don't want to spill that.
No, you don't.
Your fans know that you set the tone. You know what I'm saying? So embrace it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a-
why I
it's a
said you
good
got to
thing.
embrace that. You gotta embrace that now on a smaller.
Cause I have
on
it right here.
Yeah.
Your
I
song.
feel you. I just be like, this is a song. I mean, it's just personal to me. I guess because I wrote the song. I felt like because it's reminiscent of something. Well,
It's kind of be like "Mama, I Made It" type of thing.
yours.
Everybody's
It's like a
song's
"Mama,
been
I
written
Made It"
since.
type of thing.
Miss Shaw, you see
But
you
you
had
think
two,
there's a time?
two
There's
things?
a timing to consider too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because-
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
That's my point.
Say a
It
little,
just-
a little waiver period.
It
It's
just.
it's a little new.
But
I
even
just
though
think
it
that while
just
she
dropped,
fresh, right?
but it's not new though. It's not
Okay.
new.
This version is new.
This
but
version is new.
This version is new.
But
yes,
the song,
But
if-
they ain't been one to hit it.
yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
It's new because she put her own lyrics
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
and it's new. And I understand. It's you know.
I
It's
it's-
new
definitely
and it's
the stamp,
hot.
the stamp is
Yeah,
still
it's-
wet, so
it's
she still
hot.
love it. That's
I
her baby.
definitely understand. But when you start seeing them covers on like YouTube where people are saying like, I'm covering this, you'll see such and such covering such and such covering. You be like, Mama, I made it.
True. Now that I don't mind, but I'm just saying if you're a go-go band and you're you know what I'm saying, you're in this area and you're playing my song, my
Maybe.
original song.
Yeah.
Share.
I feel some kind
Share.
of way about
Share.
that.
All that's telling you, right, is that you have elevated.
Yeah.
So if you
that's it.
elevated, you can't stay right here no more.
It's
right?
good
Because
enough for them to cover.
Hey, Shell, once upon a time, you was playing somebody's covers,
That's
right?
true.
When they first came out, within 2 weeks, you learned them, right? But that's
So
what
it was
they was
hot.
up here. So now you
Yeah,
done
that's
slid
why I
up.
say it's good
You done
enough to
slid
cover.
up, right?
Yeah.
And embrace it. You know what I'm
But it's
saying?
definitely. I mean, I understand. why she
I
think
feel
it.
her, I feel her, because they probably feel that way when we be covering stuff.
Well, let me tell y'all my little
Just came
story
out.
then, since everybody talking about people
Can I say
cover.
one more
Go
more
ahead,
thing?
Kim.
I was told that if you're not ready to be mimicked, then you're not ready for success.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have a
Like
point.
that one.
That's
You
what-
have a
Don't
point.
mess with the lady.
So,
And
so
you
big
are
up the
definitely ready for success.
big up the Tricky Entertainment.
Yeah.
And let me give you a little something, Shane.
right.
In 2003, I attended a party at the Hamptons with the great Sean Puffy Combs. It was an all-white party, and I had LL. Everybody was there.
I'm sorry.
And it was
What,
crazy.
what year was it?
That was 03.
Okay.
So I got with Tricky Entertainment in 2004. We did a rooftop party overlooking the monument, all white. It was the first one in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, there's been about 50 million of them.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Because Diddy, he started that whole thing at the Hamptons, right?
right. So I seen that
Yeah.
and brought it to DC,
Right.
and then we rocked and rolled.
Right.
So we come up, me and my boys, my Turkey family. We say, man, listen, let's do it all black. They talking about black tie? No, just all black. Reason I said all black and not black tie because I always feel like DC got a different flavor and
Right.
culture when it comes to dressing. Don't limit us like that. Don't put everybody in the same bow tie and the same tuxedo, right? Because my style and Kurt's style and Casey's style, they different styles. So we dropped the all black at Love, right? Remember Kurt? And since then, there's been about 15 million of them, right? You know, people claiming that they had it before us, whatever. No matter, right? So my mother was always saying, you know, flattery, you know, imitation is the best form of flattery.
It's the best.
And
Yes.
it took me a minute because you sit up there and you put your blood, sweat, and tears on what you want to do, right? So I'm going to give y'all a quick thing about Summer Breeze, right? It's duplicated. When I was a child, my brothers, they used to go to the Carter Burn uptown, right? Frankie Beverly, everybody outside. This in the hustler era in the early 80s. So, of course, all the brothers dressed up. They got on lizard shoes, silk shirts, and everything. We go to National Stadium Park. We're going to see a room that they got that they want us to have a party in. We go over, my shirt waving, you know, telling my boys, I'm like, damn, this breeze right here, and the monument right there, the Capitol right there, man, it feel like D.C. right here. Then she say, man, she talk, y'all come on. I'm like, and I won't leave. You know, the upstairs, I wouldn't leave. So she said, what you gonna do right here? I say, can we do a party right here? So they looked at me like I was crazy, right? First year, all my trick-eating followers, they looked at us like we was crazy, right? It is something that I really got from when I was 12 years old at the Carter Burn. Now, we tweaked it, made it fly, put the lights on it, and did that, got good sound, eventually grew to 2 big stages because, you know, can't forget our city, love the city, and some people live for the pocket, right, which is me. But the people that follow Tricky, not all the way go heads like everybody else.
Right.
So I like to introduce them to different music, but I like to introduce them to our city.
Right.
So the story I'm telling you is the point I'm getting at is that people are always going to imitate you, sister, right? Mm-hmm. And when you was fighting, you know, in every little spot for your band to play, I can see you in your feelings. But accept the fact that you have grown.
Yeah, that's absolutely. No, I the whole imitation thing, I get it. I get the mimic thing. I've gone through that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, for instance, like Drop It Low almost was for me, like, what, you know what I'm saying? That was a song people just were used to hearing me do. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do that song too. I don't care. I guess I just, because I wrote it. But you're right. It would be hypocritical of me to begrudge somebody the opportunity to, to hit my song when I've hit other people's songs and stuff like that. But I still, again, if it was a song by an artist, unless it was some sort of tribute that I was doing, like you said, to pay homage, I would not play someone else's original material if they were from here. You know what I'm saying? Because that is this is our bread and butter here. Right. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get your point.
We gonna think bigger than here though.
Right. I mean, we all get the point, but it's a difference when you have to step inside of that, because if you know Vibe Band, Kamisa's stamp was When I See You.
Right.
And it was looked at like, is she going to sing that song?
Right.
Not that I couldn't.
Right.
Not that I wouldn't sound great doing it. I wouldn't sound like her, but I would sound like me. I just chose not to. It was never asked, because they didn't need that to be successful.
Right.
They needed what they hired, and that's what they did. So you don't have to do. I mean, me personally, I would never do it. If I played for the What Band, I wouldn't do anything that Michelle did that was original.
Well, see,
I would bring me, because you hired me.
Right.
You didn't hire me to be a duplicate.
I got you. So this is what y'all doing now, right? Y'all don't understand that y'all setting the rules. Like in promotion, I try to set the rules. Let's treat promoters like this. Nah, promoters getting free. No, put their stuff up. They have an event that ain't the same day as mine, right? So I set the rules that how we gonna treat each other, right? Some 25 years ago. So even though everybody don't follow those rules, like some dude just came up and dropped a party called Summer Breeze. That's not following the rules, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And them rules, like a real promoter would never say, they'd be like, that's black, them stuff. So Tricky Ink wouldn't say, hey, we gonna do the pink and white party. He'd be like, nah, that's their party, man, you know.
Right.
So y'all setting the tone right now of how things should go. But the thing about it is that everybody not gonna follow these rules anyway.
Right.
But that don't make you waver from who you are.
Definitely.
You
Definitely.
And then people who don't, excuse me, follow rules.
Give her another drink, Kurt. Get her right over here.
My point was so on the roof on the tip of my tongue. People who don't follow rules don't really make it that far.
They don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So we ain't worried about people.
That's short-term success, right?
The unspoken rules, mainly.
Exactly.
Hey, look.
Because I feel like if it's in you, you know.
Before we take a break, you gonna take a little break?
Yeah, we gonna take a little break.
Before we take a break, though, look, watch my sister Kim though right here, right?
What happened?
Now listen. Now, before we take a break, Kim gonna hit this Summer Breeze, right? Cause we be working on that in my basement. Kim, don't act funny. We gonna hit.
Summer breeze.
Come on now.
Makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Yeah. August 11th, we about to rock this shit. I'm telling you.
I tell you what, y'all tuned into the GoWIN radio show right here on GoGo Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWin.media. We're coming to you live from the shops at Iverson, and we have Summer Breeze 2018 this Saturday at Nationals Park. We have the ladies of Summer Breeze in the building, Michelle Blackwell, Miss KC, Miss DJ Miss Her, and Kim Michelle. We are live right now.
Tricky Entertainment presents the 12th annual Summer Breeze, featuring Grammy-nominated Marsha Ambrosius at Nationals Park, Saturday, August 11th. Also performing Black Alley, the dynamic duo, and Michelle Blackwell. Get your red carpet ready attire for the hottest show this summer. The 12th annual Summer Breeze featuring Marsha Ambrosius, Saturday, August 11th at Nationals Park. Gates open at 7 p.m. Purchase tickets online at universe.com/Summer Breeze. That's universe.com/Summer Breeze. DC Lottery is giving away $10,000 in gift cards, so early arrival is strongly encouraged. The 12th Annual Summer Breeze, featuring Marsha Ambrosius, Black Alley, the dynamic duo, and Michelle Blackwell.
Enjoy myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me.
Saturday, August 11th at Nationals Park. Sponsored by Tricky Entertainment and DC Lottery. Get tickets now.
Take, if you will, a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dream if you can? Accordion, an ocean of violets in bloom, and most strange, curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. You just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too old. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like. Lose right. Lose right. Touch, if you will, my stomach. Feel how it trembles inside. You got the butterflies all tied up. Don't make me chase you, even love's half right. You just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too cold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like. We lose right.
to find this magical enigma. We're so heavily on my mind. Remembering when it was easy, just went wherever my heart led. A young, naive, in love idealist. Let the unworthy leave my soul for dead. But then you came around, didn't tear it down, but climbed over my wall. Took my hand and then you turned me round and helped me face it. That's when bricks began to fall. Like self-doubt, insecurity, guilt, fear, pain, ignorance, self-neglect, selfishness, and shame. Replaced it with self-love, security, forgiveness, courage, peace, wisdom, and self-maintenance, kindness, and release. Easy does it now. No need to get rowdy no more. The chains is broken now. I see clearly and partially what's me seeking eternity in flawed earthlings. I need godlings, a wide open God being launching to support me, my hopes, my dreams. When my soul was broken, I attracted brokenness. Now wholeness attracted someone that gives me all their best. Beauty is my name, my mates, my mirror. Whenever there be doubt, he just pulls me nearer. My hero, his shero. We 180. Turned away from crumble out and off we go. And you came around and didn't tear it down, but climbed over my wall. Took my hand and then you turned me round and helped me face it. That's when bricks began to fall. Likeness, Blackwell must confess, resulted in actions, emotions used to manifest. I was festering in counteractive energy. My reality TV, self-fulfilling prophecy. Now I prophesy abundance and new bliss. Ramallah was my passage name, it mean prophetess. I manifested this using my inner eye. I no longer shy away from my destiny. My king, he be kinging, his queen, I'm queening. Together forever in love, I claim it now, I see it. Not to mention we in ultra Kama Sutra zones. When we make love, we makes love. We revel levels, intensity on high. Hard to come back down to earth. Wonders never cease when a woman knows her worth. Life's rearranged, but now in proper order. This. Yo. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Life's rearranged, now in proper order. Yes.
Thank you, let's go ease into this right here. Check on this one. Going out to everybody that was at the Classic Sunday night. Absolutely love the Classic, y'all. Can't explain it. And want to apologize to everybody that was up here in the parking lot last Tuesday. Scared everybody with the hurricane. When I rode by here, it was dry. Yeah, get this one right here, Rob. We might do something with this one. We might do something with this one here.
With a GoWIN radio show, hosted by Ms. Lady and Nico the Go-Go-ologist.
Right here each and every Tuesday night, baby. Trey Wayne's Nightclub, along with my main man Mix. Thank you, Mix. Angelo back there on the camera stand, y'all.
There you go, right there.
Soft caress of happiness. Wait for your salad dress. Wish I didn't get so weak. Oh no, oh baby, just to hear you speak makes me argue just to see how much you're in love with me. See, like a queen on her throne. Said he was the sweetest thing I've known. I get mad when you walk away, so I tell you leave when I mean say. Warm as the sun dipped in black, fingertips on the small of my back. Oh, so intoxicated. How sad that all things come to an end. She was a sweetest thing I've known. Said he was the sweetest thing I've known. Was it?
Oh, hey, if you were not tuned into the Win DC Radio Facebook page or watching our live, hey, I'm gonna tell you, let's get it up in here.
I thought he had some harmony going on.
I know Mickey is the man, but I got a mean air Congo. I got air Congo.
Hey, shout out to Blue Eye Daryl and Go Go Mickey for what I'm gonna tell you. And I was just telling Miss Kim this. You tuned in right now to the GoWIN Radio Show right here on GoGo Radio Live. Win DC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWin.media, coming to you live from the shops at Iverson. I was just telling Miss Kim, this is the album or the CD that came out with pieces on it, and a lot of people overlook this track. And to me, I can't understand it because, like Black was saying, you know, this was the highway driving joint right here. You got it.
Wait a minute. So this and musty is a good thing.
That's a
this.
good thing.
All right.
You put the stank.
Put the stank on it. Put the stank on it. Put the stank on it. Right.
When you always in that pocket and you get real sweaty, I call that, man, they getting musty in there.
That's that Ike Turner. You gotta put that stank on it.
And it's so sad because I don't know anything about it because I don't listen to. Every time I've gotten
I can't believe you just said that off air. So
I want to tell them.
Repeat that, please. You said you don't listen to yourself.
I do not listen to myself.
Why?
Anytime that I've gotten a CD, we record, whatever we do, the PA tapes, every year that I've done it, and since I've been in this game, I've always given my stuff away to the fans.
I listened one time and never again,
listened
so
to
I
it.
feel where she's coming from with the PAs.
Wow.
Yeah. But mine's probably for a different reason.
Michelle, when y'all see me from now on in my interviews, Michelle is gonna be right behind me if she's not right beside me.
You said from now on in your interviews.
911 is a joke.
Hey, y'all are tuned in because this is a special edition.
Oh, we done bust Kim Church.
Hey, the helicopter has
This is a special edition of the GoWin Radio Show as we are talking about Summer Breeze 2018 this Saturday at Nationals Park. Black, please tell them how can they get their tickets.
Please go into www.trickyentertainment.com and you can purchase the tickets there. We also got some at We Are One and Shooter Sports if you want hard tickets. There's no more tables left upstairs, a very few downstairs. VIP, not a lot, you know. And we're going to have a good time. Like, we got all the genres of music in there, and we're going to get it popping.
For those who don't like to necessarily, even though they're tuned into the radio station here, but some people just don't like to go online to get tickets. How else can they get tickets?
You can call one of my Tricky reps. They got the number on our website. Most of the time they'll point you in the right direction. We got a few places that you can go pick them up. But like I say, we're doing very well, so tickets are limited. So we'll see what's good.
One more time with the website, please.
www.trickyentertainment.com.
All right. We have, once again, an incredible event set up for you this Saturday. What time it kicks off?
We're going to get there at 7, from 7 to midnight. We used to can go to 2 o'clock, but the noise audience in D.C. has changed,
really?
because of so many apartments and
so many apartments, or because
condos.
don't be political here.
So many white people have moved into our city with these,
there we go.
these amazing dogs and
Colonizers.
But because that wasn't a residential area at first.
No, it wasn't.
But then they put those hotels and those apartments around. So at midnight, the noise audience is supposed to drop. And they usually let me go a little later than that. But get there at 7 o'clock, 6:30, early arrival is suggested so you can get comfortable, get your drink. We got 2 signature drinks. We got a Love My City Martini. That's what Kurt got y'all drinking now.
Oh, is that right?
Man, listen.
Is that what that is?
Love My City Martini. Right.
Love my city.
Right, and for all my 1800.
Yes.
What's that?
I don't think I got that.
Oh, okay, what you got?
Casey, I love.
Casey
My
got
joint
it.
is empty.
She got a ghetto mix over here.
Hold up, Black. What were you saying about the 1800?
For everybody like tequila, we also have a martini called Summer Breeze, and it's off the chain. You get a frozen one in the back bar.
Oh, okay.
Or
They don't have a frozen Love My City?
Nah, Love My City melts real quick, girl.
Nah, listen. I don't.
You see, you don't got no ice in your cup
Right.
now, right?
Black, I think we had Love Our City on the rocks.
Yeah, we had Love My City on the rocks, yeah.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurt.
That's fine,
Kurt.
that's fine.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
I'm 12 years clean from tequila, so I don't do tequila.
I don't mess with that.
I don't do tequila. 12 years clean.
Yeah.
What band night classics? I don't do tequila.
Uh-oh.
12 years clean.
Hey, Black.
That sounds like a situation.
Yes.
Hey, tell our listeners about the parking situation out there. For those of you, because from what I understand, Metro is going through a whole lot of changes. But
especially today.
But the Nationals Park is on the green line. Is one, I think it's the only line that's not being worked on. So yeah.
So therefore, most of my DMV and Washingtonians that was born and raised here, we used to get in our cars clean, put 3 coats of wax and drive. Tricky Ink paid for both parking lots free. They free.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So,
one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
That's what I'm saying, though.
You really got
You're going to pay $25, $30 to park in D.C. I'm letting you park
right.
for free on either parking lot to the left or right at National Stadium
Say
Park.
that one more time.
Free parking.
Free 99.
Free parking.
Free
parking.
Free no 99.
But get there early.
Yeah, you get there early. But we got
Summer Breeze this Saturday.
But ain't never no party.
But they big boy parking lots though, right?
They made for the baseball stadium.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
We got some room for y'all to park. So that should be good. Get there, but I still say all the time early.
Yeah, get there
early.
early. That's right.
That way you can get your drink on, you can get your food in, and let me just tell y'all something about Summer Breeze. People who want to party, they gonna party.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
But some people come just to be cute. That's what they want to do.
Fashion
right?
show.
Right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's cool for them.
Right.
But if you watch that floor, the ones who want to party, they gonna party on the table, on the chairs,
But
whatever.
I think that's what makes it so cool, though.
Right.
Like you get
A
do
mix.
whatever. If you
Yeah.
want to floss, do that.
Yeah.
Situation.
So yeah, that's how it's going down. So we should be good from there. We got plenty of they say the Ku Klux Klan coming to town.
Oh yeah.
Not necessarily the KKK, but okay.
All their brothers and sisters.
All their brothers and sisters.
Thank you, Casey.
They
for
will
being
not be
political.
in the Summer Breeze. I bet you that.
They won't be anywhere near our situation.
And we do have some of my white folks that come out and party was at the Summer Breeze,
no
but
doubt.
they come to party. I mean, they like it. They like the culture, and it's growing in terms of diversity. Like you look on our website. This girl from Africa, she just was going on and on about Summer Breeze so much, and she only been in the D.C. area for 2 years. And really her compliments was to the sisters and the amazing pieces that they have on. Because we got the red carpet, so they want to look good. But also, I tell them to put them flats in your pocketbook because we're going to get down.
Right.
But you need it, but still start
I
off
call it
cute.
my plan B.
Yeah.
They're my plan Bs. I keep my sex
Asian friends. We got a lot of Asian
Asians, I was tripping on for that. So now we getting, my Asian, they coming in.
Hey,
no.
Beside that big screen, I'm gonna have a Tricky Ink sign.
Yeah, hey, Kurt, no disrespect. We're gonna add that shrimp fried rice to the menu next year.
That is totally disrespectful.
No disrespect.
You can't say no disrespect.
They coming though. They ain't all good. Yeah, for me, I gotta treat them. They got chicken from Watermelon for me. I'm good.
You gotta stop. Before you turn away.
Right.
Hey, Neat.
Yes, sir.
So listen, man. Little sis Stacy, right? That Prince remake that she hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Casey.
How many parts are you on?
Wow.
Big up to the Love My City.
Hey, look, I was wondering where he was going with that.
My little sister Casey, bro.
I told y'all that Grant.
I'm fine.
That's my brother.
So So she gonna give
That's
us a
why-
little like.
First of all, he about to hype it up, and it's not gonna be all that. So let me just chime in.
You a little something. This a little something. We're gonna preview
Hey,
all of it.
hey, Miss Lady, what we used to say? Red cup, throw it up.
That don't work with singing,
No, we ain't gonna
Hey, shout out to my main man Breeze.
Yeah.
Wait, what you say,
I'm gonna go, huh?
You can't what?
Sing tipsy.
Okay.
Kim don't believe that.
I beg to differ.
Stop that bullshit.
First of all, let me
when
tell
you
you
show off.
Let me
Like,
tell you.
ain't nobody say you can't dance.
But wait, let me tell you how it works because
Okay.
y'all play 2 sets. You take a break, right?
Yeah.
After the break is when you can go in.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
after
no,
the
you're
break,
right. You're absolutely right.
The first set, you got to be sober, bro. It's not
I tell you,
You gotta be dry.
If
is
I
what I call it.
do take a drink, it's after the break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you, like you said, second set you take it off.
Yeah,
It's not a whole
yeah.
lot of it.
Like when you drink, there's no
What was going
inhibitions. No inhibitions. You like
no
after you
inhibitions,
drink.
but you also don't really care as much.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't care. I'm halfway through this. Like me or love me. I don't care.
It's one set.
Yeah, but it's 60 minutes though.
Right, so
you gotta
it's
get
one
your stamina
set, K.
No, I mean
So
when
you're
you have
after.
2 sets.
Oh yeah, when you have
Right.
2 sets like today. Well, today I'm going to go in like it was 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Attorney General's office. But yeah.
I bet, yeah.
Let's go, Casey. Let's go, baby.
Where we at?
You sliced it. How did you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She never satisfied. Why would we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's all you get with
We
this
about to
right
like that breeze of fire.
There it is.
Ho. Now listen, Michelle. Sip your water.
Come on.
No, hold on, Shell. Old school. Shell, I need some old school. Old school. Do it for my mama, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Old school.
Do it for my mama.
Mama.
Hold on. I'm about to reach back a little further. Do it for mama.
My mama hip now.
I'm trying to think of the words. Hold on.
She said she won championships when she went to Cougars.
She uptown girl.
Don't come from my school now.
Gotta be old.
She uptown girl.
Hey.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Man, uptown girls always they got a little class, but they know how to get money
Yeah,
from
no
you.
way.
That's right.
They don't even ask for money, but you just start
Take
giving
a-
them stuff.
All right.
Smack your thighs and
Take us uptown.
Anything you feel, Shell.
Take us
I
uptown.
went to old school.
Take us uptown.
Yeah, if I mess the words up, don't get on me. Especially since this is my favorite. This is
Don't
my
worry
lady.
about it. We should know the words.
Can't you effortlessly? That's the way it was. Happened so naturally. I didn't know it was love. The next thing I felt was you holding me close. What was I gonna do? I let myself go, and now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night will last forever.
Hey.
Ain't nobody. Come on, man.
Love me better, makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody love me better than you.
That is the ball. Hey, let her off like that. What about the other part? Would they be saying, fresh African? That's the part I like. Hey, Sharon, that's the part that get me.
That's why they make you do this.
Baby.
Okay, well that's another example. Like that's Yanni right there. I don't know if y'all ever heard
Yes. Oh,
Yanni.
yeah.
Ma'am.
Kidding me?
Shout out Yana Crawley. Yana.
Shout out to that queen right there doing her thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I'm not on summer breeze, sir.
not gonna be with us. You with us when you want to be with us, and you not when you want to. You gonna grab that mic today. You drunk that summer breeze, didn't you?
I've had my time. I've performed already. No. We gotta skip here.
Block pulled your card. Block pulled your card.
No, hold, check one. Hold on, one. Hold, Kim. Now you with us, and then you not with us. We amongst all our sisters, and they said y'all couldn't even get along. And I keep telling y'all giving each other all kinds of therapy, information. Man, this shit is remarkable, right? But guess what though? You gonna get that ass on the mic today. Hey, lock the door.
Give me your live.
No, it's Kim's turn, dog.
It's your turn.
No, we got.
You don't mind.
Yeah, we got Brad. Yes, we gotta get Kim. We got Kim.
Mine completely back. He believe, best believe I'm a bad chick. Chick get real fast around here. Real fast around here. That's all I do.
Turn up. Kim did that. Let me apologize to my wife. I feel like I'm cheating on her. Oh, Kim, don't do.
No, I just had to get ratchet for my ladies real quick because they're so ladylike and I'm so southeast up in here.
Kim brings it out of everybody. Every time I see her, I be like, I just want Turk.
And I want all. And when I tell y'all, I want all of y'all to come on the stage and just drop it low with me.
Drop it low. Whoa.
No, baby, you gotta work.
We did, but we talked about. I talked to you about messing my legs up after that show I came to. That's the thing. I was like, I wasn't prepared. I ain't do my squats. I'm not ready, Kim.
You are
can't do it.
We might drop it, but how low we gonna drop it?
I just showed you, Michelle. It wasn't nothing to it.
Hey, hold on. Hold on for a second.
Okay.
Hold on for a second. Kim, that is a great example.
It's the cooler.
I'm the only one without a red cup.
Kim.
Don't worry about it.
Hold on, Kurt. Kim, this is a crazy example of exactly what we was talking about earlier. You are the classic example of can go from one end to the other. You come out sultry, wearing the dress, singing the ballad, whatever, and then we'll go from 0 to 100, like unlike anybody.
I'd like to introduce myself, and I'm Miss Kim Michelle, and I would like to, and I want you to drop it.
Ain't nothing there. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing there.
Oh, it was clear.
So I'm very entertaining for them today. You don't get to see this side of me, and I see all these hearts going. My name is Kim Michelle, and I like to say that I am the dynamic duo with Spring Series, and we're going to be performing at the Summer Breeze 2018 again, and I want y'all motherfuckers to drop it.
Shout out to Tricky Entertainment.
What is it? Wait, what's the drink called again?
Hey, Kim drinking that Love My City martini.
Love my city.
Hey, look. Hey, Black.
Love My City.
You done pre-sold about 100 orders.
That's
right there.
So here's the thing about it. I don't want nobody to press charges.
They gonna come to the bar.
Everybody asking me.
It's 100 love.
They hit me on Facebook asking me what's in the Love My City. I gotta be honest with y'all.
Don't worry about it.
It's one drop of Bill Cosby in the one.
Oh my
So that's why we getting loose in this joint. Hey, Kurt, we getting loose right now. Big up to my man Bill. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
You done had one too many pudding pops.
No porno.
Antoine Shaky says Kim do hood rats right now.
Oh, Shaky.
Antoine Shaky.
You know Shaky. Twan.
You always label me a hood rat. You need to stop and think about the way y'all chit chat. Always talking about this young chick ain't got nothing. Y'all keep fronting. Bitches stay needing something. Every time I step on stage, I rock the mic. I keep my niggas saying, don't believe the hype. They tell me, they say, Kim, get your life straight. But ain't no bitch gonna guide me the right way. And if I wish to fuck with you and your whole crew, stop all the hating, cause the haters, I don't love you. I know that's not y'all's definition of a hood rap. I just put it in perspective. Y'all could put it back. Two of my niggas left in Southeast, I love you still. Miss Kim in Southeast, niggas keep it real. And if you don't like what I'm saying, step the fuck back. Summer Breeze 2018, hood rats.
The check is in the mail.
Yeah, I was about to say. Hey, Black. Hey, look, I already know you're looking for the copy of that. Yeah. You gotta.
That's exclusive.
Yeah, no doubt. Right here on the GoWIN radio show.
Man, she said chills on
Antoine said, look, you know what he said.
What's wrong?
Antoine
He
said,
no, he didn't say call me.
He said, oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he said, oh yeah. Hey, shake it.
What's going on my legs, right?
No. Michelle still don't have a red cup.
Watch it now.
I feel some kind of way.
Watch it now.
I'm working too. At 5:30,
It's love my
I gotta be
city.
there.
She's working on situation because I'm trying to
Okay.
get smashed. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Work on it.
So,
One cup ain't gonna keep you from it, Shell. Don't stop.
Big Neek.
Hold on. We still can't let her off the hook.
Oh, yes, Miss
We
Lady.
still can't let her off the hook.
Nothing but
Come
death
on,
to keep
give me
us
some.
away
This is
from
the
you.
sisterhood. This is the sisterhood.
Hey, Miss Lady, don't grab that mic today. I let y'all hook in the shop. Don't grab that mic today. I'm never gonna look at you the same.
Yeah,
Get
come
that
on,
mic.
come on, Tasha.
Fuck that.
Let's go, babe.
Where we at, sis?
Where we at?
I'm about to go
It's
there.
a rap or it's a song.
Thank you.
Taking my own freedom,
There you go.
pulling it off the shelf.
Clap, y'all.
Hey, I'm putting it in my car. I'll be hot stepping. I'm holding on to my freedom. You can't take it from me. I'll be loud stepping, y'all. I'm drinking. I tore them words up. I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden.
Yeah.
There it is. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, Black, this is the second time you've been in here. You've been leaning on her for a minute.
Yeah, but she gave me something, man.
Yeah.
I nursed the gift.
Hey.
Nico, we got about 10 more minutes.
No, we got to go.
Okay,
That's
good.
as simple as that. Yeah. Look, we about to close out on this right here. We talking about Summer Breeze 2018 Nationals Park. Be there. You said 7 p.m.
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. Look, get your tickets on TrickyEntertainment.com. TrickyEntertainment.com.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is an event you do not want to miss. Marsha Ambrosia, Kim and Scooby, Black Alley, featuring Miss KC, DJ Miss Her, and I'm going to tell you this right here, right now. DC's #1 song right here will be performed live. Miss Michelle Blackwell.
Yeah.
Get there. Get ready. And Black always tell me, he's been telling me this from day one. Look, be ready for the red carpet. That's all he been saying. Be ready for the red carpet. If you
gotta get smooth a little bit, man. You gotta come out of your comfort zone. Get a little fly for DC.
And that's how we get down.
All right.
We're gonna start. Matter
Hey, y'all, hold on. Everybody on my live say, I don't know what's in them cups. But I need some.
Love my city, baby.
If you want, hold on. If you want to know what's in those cups, be at Summer Breeze. It's simple as that.
It's a love my city.
It ain't a whole lot to that.
Love my city martini.
Yeah,
Hey, look, that sounds like a Popeyes commercial. That sounds like a Popeyes. Love my city martini. Yeah.
Last thing. All I want to say
There you
is
go.
Summer Breeze has been truly taken over by the women.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And we are dedicating this year to the women.
That's it. That's it.
Ladies.
Do
Give
my
the
ladies run this motherfucker? Do my ladies run this motherfucker?
Hell
Summer
yeah!
breeze.
Hey, real talk though. I just want to say, man, these motherfucking cups, hey, these cups can fuck me up. But look, but I just want everybody to know, man, Summer Breeze is dedicated to the ladies this year, 2018. Hey, the ladies rock, man, and we gonna support the ladies. That's what we doing this year. The ladies rule, and every band out there, in my opinion, if you don't have a dynamite lady on that stage, man, shame on you. Fuck that. And I dropped the mic.
There it is. There it is. So, hey,
Scooby,
look.
hey, Scooby Kirk said you getting on the mic, dog. Scooby said you getting on the mic.
Hey, Scooby Doo, you know I will. But not Summer Breeze.
I'm not good at that.
Hey, we getting out of here real quick. So look, I'm gonna start from my right, and we're gonna move it around. Everybody, give your shout outs, please, and your social media contact if you like.
Yay! I am Miss Kim Michelle, MSKIMMICHELLE, and I only run my Instagram. Monique Michelle runs my Facebook, so if you're in tune, Monique Michelle will keep you updated. Miss Kim Michelle.
Hey.
Let's turn it over to DJ.
And your
Herb.
Snapchat. You run your
Oh,
Snapchat.
I run my. Oh, I'm sorry, and I run my Snapchat.
Yeah,
That's Miss
okay.
Kim Michelle. Also, everything is Miss Kim Michelle. MSKIMMICHELLE. My Snapchat. I'll give y'all more on Snapchat than I do on Instagram because y'all be nosy about it. Kiki, do you love me? Come on, DJ Herb. What's up?
What's up? I'm
Come on.
DJ Miss Her. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at I am MISSHER. I am Miss Her. You can catch me there. You want to check SoundCloud, you can find Miss Her there as well. See what I'm talking about. What's going on, Miss Casey?
Yes. Casey. Instagram, Kacey. Nobody really knows how to spell my name. Kacey. Okay. OFBLK Alley. Casey of Black Alley on Instagram. And then, at We Are Black Alley is the band's Instagram. They're going to be mad at me if I don't say that. So, yeah. And I'm on Facebook, Casey Black Alley as well.
Alrighty. Michelle. My Instagram is MIZZ Blackwell, Ms. Blackwell. Twitter handle is CHELLE Be Well, Shell Be Well. Facebook, Michelle Blackwell Music. And you can find my album and you can purchase it on MichelleBlackwellMusic.biz.
There it is.
/store.
Right there.
And
there it is.
And one last plug coming out in the end of the month.
End of the month, like I got a new album. I don't know if I could say. I wasn't even supposed to say that, so I can't say it no more.
Hey, look, we about to go viral with this. Don't even worry about it. Miss Lady.
Come on, you skip
Oh, no. He's
skipped
going to
over
close
my
it
man.
out. He's going to
Close it out.
Okay. Black, close out the event, please.
Man, behalf on my Tricky Entertainment family and Summer Breeze, man, I'd like to thank y'all amazing sisters for rocking with me. We had a good time 2 weeks straight. I got to know y'all personally, and y'all got to let the DMB and everybody that followed Tricky and know y'all. It was a blessing to be with y'all, and I look forward to it Saturday. I'm going to treat y'all like the queens that y'all are.
There
Peace
it
and
is.
love.
I just want to know how many cups you've had. What?
All right, Miss Lady.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in today, listening to GoGo Radio Live, Wendy C. Live, Wednesday.
Come on, red cup.
Take two.
Red cup, take two. Action. I'm like Nico before he started drinking, so I get a pass. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in.
I'm off the mic getting shot.
Right. Shout out to everybody that came in. Shout out to Miss Kim that finally came through. I don't know how many times.
Thank you.
How many times? Right.
I think she ready. I think she ready now. Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Miss Her. Shout out to Casey of Black Alley. Shout out to Miss Michelle Blackwell, who's a staple in our station. She always slide through.
No doubt.
But shout out to everybody that's listening and rest in peace to my mama, man. You know, I'll always love my mama, man. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. So shout out to everybody listening in, y'all.
Yeah.
That's beautiful right there. I don't even want to come behind that. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the GoWIN radio show as we do each and every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on GoGo Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWIN.media. Obviously, I love to thank these beautiful ladies for coming through, setting the tone for what's happening this Saturday. But first and foremost, I have to thank this brother right here, my Spin Gone family right here, Northeast, that's right, Northeast for life. Let me tell y'all something. This brother right here.
Yeah, I'm been roll Southeast. Okay.
Okay, here we go. This brother right here, I'm going to tell you, it's hard for me to talk about it in words because he showed love unlike anybody else. He's gone above and beyond to make sure that this show came together. And I greatly appreciate him because he's a man of his word, and it's hard to find out here in this community. I'm not talking about GoGo or anything else. I'm talking about our community. It's good to find a good brother right here. So we getting ready to get up out of here. Make sure y'all be down there this Saturday, Nationals Park. It's going to be a extravaganza. Yes, indeed. All right? So keep it locked right here on the WinDC radio page. We getting ready to get ready for my main man from Boston to D.C. He is, matter of fact, it's his birthday today. That's right. Ron Boston coming. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ron. All right, so we get ready to get out of here. As we always do, we going to the go-go. The GoWIN radio show. Y'all have a great one.
I was waiting for Kia to come up here. I brought a tambourine just for her.